Yes, sir.
Maybe.
Maybe this time.
Third time around.
Explosions.
My computer might explode at this point, dude.
Why are you laughing so much at that?
I just forgot.
'Cause-
I suppressed it, and now it's back, and it's funnier.
Shots. Explosions.
Explosions.
Trade me. Trade me. Trade me. Trade me.
His agents on
Trade
speed
me.
dial.
Trade me. Dude, this is the third time that we've tried to record this podcast.
Get rid of Excel now.
Dude, I had Excel open because had a fancy way so I could.
Said, no Excel.
I just wanted
We are
to sort
not
everything and it make it be really convenient and me to look at information at a easy and efficient way. And my laptop said, "You're trying to record video and audio and use Excel? Please."
Bro, Excel? No.
No,
dog.
What's the
You actually know how to use that? Nah, we're not gonna let that slide.
Whoa. I don't know if that was a dig at me or my computer.
I don't know what that was.
No,
Yeah.
your computer.
Oh, you made it sound like I don't know how to use Excel.
No, that you do know how to use Excel. That's why it was like, no, screw you, man.
Freaking D&D
You actually
nerd.
know what you're doing here? No, I'm in control here. I'm the captain now.
Oh, we're good at accounting
I'm
office,
the
dude.
captain
Yes,
now.
I'm a freaking nerd. Anyways, so now I can't look at the draft. So can you
Sports.
guys let me know sports? Now, can you guys let
Sports
me know?
ball.
You guys ready to play
Like
sports ball?
Jinx.
Ready to talk sports ball, guys?
No
Why'd you turn? No, why'd you do the mic away? Why'd you put the mic away?
reason.
Oh, I'm gonna make it so that we can hear that word specifically.
no.
I'm gonna turn that up so.
Just
I'm gonna clip that phrase.
oh my god. Wow.
All right.
Who got drafted?
Bryce Young.
Who?
Who's Bryce Young? I'm done.
Some short guy.
Hey,
Hey.
Well, he is short. He's like 5'9" and 3/4.
Kyler
in
Murray.
3/4,
2.0.
9 3/4, bro.
5'9" and 3/4.
Platform 9 3/4.
Nerd. Kyler 2.0.
Okay, that's disrespectful.
Nah.
That's so
Hey,
disrespectful.
it is, yeah.
No.
Shut up, Ice.
I mean, we're Dude. But
don't ever say drip when you look how you're looking right now.
That face and that.
Wait, can you? I need you to look at the camera and say that. I need you to say that. Ice Murray.
Ice Murray. Kyler is drippy.
We're off the rails, bro. We're off the rails, bro. Oh my god. Drip. All right.
That was absolute.
I found your new contact photo for my phone.
oh yeah, dude. It's gonna be hot.
I actually don't even have one for you.
Yeah, you don't have one in mine either.
Do I have one?
Yeah, I think there's only like 2 people in my phone that have contact photos.
I know. I see all these people like on social media. They're like, they just have pictures in their contacts. I'm like, why? How?
The only time it ever happens for me is if their email is synced to their like phone contact and then their email. Like
That makes sense. I guess.
That's
So
the
I
only
have
time it's ever
because I
happened.
have like my wife's, my mom, and then I think maybe my sister. I
And
think
Bryce
those.
Young.
If I had Bryce Young's number, do you think I'd be here?
I'm about to say.
I was gonna say his picture, but
Oh.
and same case. You wouldn't be here.
Oh.
You'd be back.
Okay. Okay. Jeez. Dude, stop. John Parker Wilson, please. That's
I'm
my
sorry.
John Parker Wilson is who I prefer.
What?
John Parker Wilson, bro.
Who's that?
Bama greats?
Oh, is that your? No, never mind. No one knows who
You
that
don't
is.
even respect the drip.
No.
I'm talking about drip. You don't even.
Dude, I live the drip, good sir. I am all about the drip life. I don't know what it means, but I'm all about that.
All right. Can we talk about
Bryce Young.
Bryce
Let's talk about Bryce Young. I mean,
Dude, if I'm not here to start us on a good foot,
that's bad.
we fall off completely.
Nah, we're doing great.
No, we're fine.
We haven't even talked about a pick.
You know what's funny? When me and you were
didn't say his
alone.
name.
When you and you were
Didn't say
alone.
his name.
What?
So we haven't even talked about a pick. And Ryan goes,
We did
say his name. You're right. We said
What
his
else did
name.
he said? It's Bryce Young. It's
Bryce
quarterback
Young.
one.
Dog. Certified. Dog.
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 Yeah, that is true.
I mean,
There's really,
There's not really anything.
he
to
was
say
our
there.
number 1 quarterback.
Yeah.
He went to where we thought he
It
would.
was a no-brainer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did think there was a slight chance that they would pull
Do
a
the
weird-
CJ Stroud?
Yeah, do the CJ Stroud thing, and then
I wouldn't have been upset with the CJ Stroud.
No.
I would have been more of like,
Your loss.
I don't know. Because to me, I know for you, like, Bryce Young is just the clear one. For me, CJ Stroud and Bryce Young is like, Bryce Young's 1A and
CJ's
CJ's
footwork
1B.
is so god awful that it just irks me so bad.
Hey, that's fair.
Now, can he fix it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally. I have nothing. I'm not saying he's going to be a bust at all. Like,
Yeah.
That's
by
a
no
very
means.
fixable
But
thing. Yeah.
his pocket presence was like the worst I've seen in a while. It was bad.
Okay.
It was bad.
It was bad until like Georgia, which is weird.
Yeah, Georgia was fine. That was the weird thing.
That's
But
the weird one. Is that
yeah.
he's like he looked like insane against
yeah,
Georgia.
yeah, it was weird.
I think he won a lot of scouts over in that Georgia game. Like any doubts that people were having about him, it was like, oh.
Yeah. Bearing the lead here, but like he's at 2 because of the Georgia game, in my opinion.
We pretty much moved to CJ Stroud in this conversation.
I mean,
by the way,
there's nothing
There's
to say
nothing
about
to say
Bryce
about
Young.
Bryce Young. He's just
He's the one. He's incredible.
as long as Carolina does
As long
right
as they
by
protect him.
Yeah. If they do right by him,
He's fine.
then they'll
I wish
he'll be
Carolina
all right.
had more running backs. I'll say that. I think Chuba and Raheem
Wow, it's
Blackshear.
almost like they had a really great running back.
Yeah, but never mind.
Don't, bro.
No, I'm moving on. All right, pick 3. No one saw that coming.
Pick
No.
3 was where it really got exciting,
Dude,
bro.
wild.
We all flipped.
Yeah.
We were like, this is the greatest draft ever just because of that. Just because
Oh,
of that.
100%.
Just because of that.
I will say kudos to Arizona. Like
Why?
that
Because they're going to get Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison next year.
well, it doesn't matter.
Who mocked that? Somebody, one of you guys
It
said
was,
that.
yeah, it
Multiple
was,
people
it was
have
like
mocked it.
it was like
Because they have 2 first
NFL.com.
rounds.
Was it
next year, right?
NFL.com?
Multiple people have mocked it at this point.
Because they have 2
Yeah.
first rounders
Well,
next year.
because it's Houston's and it's theirs.
Yep.
And they're both going to be top 10 picks
Yep.
regardless.
So,
Like,
Yep.
yeah.
there's no way that those are not top 10 picks. It's got to get clipped. But like I think Arizona
out.
just read the room and they know that they're going to suck and they're like, "Okay, that's fine. Like
Send it.
send it." Well, why not? Like
Arizona just, I liked Arizona trading back because I thought they should have done that anyways because that roster's so horrible
100%.
that they just need
traded
players, bro.
But then they traded back up.
That's what I didn't like.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, I hated
We'll
that.
get there.
But in terms of
Will
Houston,
Anderson,
woo-wee.
though. Will Anderson.
I don't like the mortgage for it totally to move to 3, but like, man, to get Will Anderson on that roster is
What 12?
huge.
Whose pick? That's the Lions' pick. That's not their pick.
Yeah, but they're giving up a future first and like multiple. I think it was this year's.
But were those the Lions' first round picks?
No, it's next year's their first.
They gave
this
up.
year's.
They gave
Lion-
up a little. They did give up a good amount, but
They gave
So
up-
okay, hold on,
it was
hold on.
a
But what I'm
haul. It
saying
wasn't
is,
as much as they
what
would
I'm
have.
saying is they used a borrowed pick, or a pick that wasn't theirs, and then they traded a pick next year to move up. So really, they only
Well,
gave up
they g-
one pick.
Well, they gave up 3 of their picks, and yeah, only one of them's a first rounder. But that's a lot of eggs in one basket for a team that also, once again, has a really crappy roster. So I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just
Okay.
saying
Okay.
you
Okay.
you ought to
You
weigh.
are banking on that. CJ and Will Anderson will be.
They better
stars.
hit. Like I saw.
If they don't, you're gonna look bad.
At least one of them better hit. If both of them don't
Okay.
hit, you just screwed up big time.
Yeah.
Because next year's draft for the Houston Texans is gonna kind of suck. Like I don't think they have a first or second rounder.
And it's not like they have players that they can move to get.
Oh wait,
a
no, do
pick
they have
back.
Cleveland's?
Oh,
They
do
do have
don't they?
Cleveland's, but they won't have theirs. Is what it is.
Yeah,
So either way, like
yeah.
they gave away a little bit of
Because
leverage.
Cleveland sent them,
3 first rounders. Yeah, something like that.
so they're
don't
playing with
remember.
borrowed money. They're fine
I think they're fine. I
because
just
they still have a first round pick next year. They gave up one next year and still have one next year.
yes. So that makes it better, but at the same time, you have to feel like good about always having stacked years of like multiple first round picks. But eventually, you're going to use them to move into
Okay.
a spot. So
But they went from stacked year next year to stacked year this year.
Yeah,
All they did was swap it.
yeah,
they just moved it forward.
yeah. And it's not like there's not a Will Anderson coming next year.
You don't know that. There might be. Here's the deal.
I know that, but
always
you can't
a dude.
bank on that.
No, you can't.
You can't bank on that. You can't say like, oh, we should save this because there's going to be a Will Anderson type guy next year, or a guy more. You don't know. You really just don't.
Not with the projectables that he has to be like a Khalil Mack. No,
And Will Anderson's been like elite.
for 2 years straight.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's played 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
Yeah. No, I love the pick.
I don't.
Just standalone.
I think I just disagree with you a little bit on their on what they gave up, because in terms of them taking a big swing, which they needed to,
Right.
I like them.
It was also kind of inevitable. Like they were going to do it at some point, right? They're going to move up and they're going to do something like take a big like.
But now you have a guy on offense to build around and a guy on defense to build around. Like you have two,
And
like
they-
assuming they hit,
Oh yeah.
you have your cornerstones right there on both sides of the ball,
Yep.
which not every team even has.
And they also have, like you said, like a lot of Cleveland's draft capital for the next 2 years.
And they can do a lot with that if they really want to.
They can. So Houston, like, man, I don't think you could have asked for a better first round just looking on paper right now. Like that, that's about as good as you were ever going to get it.
Yeah, I like their picks a lot.
That's
Next, we come to the man whose brother has a deeper voice than
my
him.
favorite pick of all,
Bro, that was wild. When his 13-year-old brother,
dude. He makes me sound like a child,
Bro, I'm a dog. That's what
he had a neck tattoo at 13.
dude.
How?
Is he 13 or is he in the 6th grade for the 5th time?
No, he's legitimately 13 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. No, like he's actually all of like I think.
Is that like
his
is
age?
that
They said his age, not his grade.
But is that
dummy.
like bench warmers? Like
I am
I'm
12.
I'm 12.
He's got documentation.
Checks out. Yeah. No. He's actually 13. No, Anthony Richardson. I felt like I knew that was coming, but I
Yeah,
couldn't.
because he looked 13, but he sounded 40.
27.
Hate hate this pick. Hate this pick.
I know.
Wait, you do?
Hate this pick.
You do?
Hate this pick.
Let's go! I hate this pick too.
I mean, yeah.
Ryan, do you love this pick?
No.
Really?
I don't love the pick. No.
I thought you did.
No.
You just thought he was gonna go there.
I just knew. I
Okay.
felt like I knew that he was going to go there.
Dude,
I-
Ryan's the draft genius.
No.
Draft God.
This year, I felt more than any other year. I felt like I did have a good like handle on things, but also there were some ones that threw me the heck off. Because like calling, like okay, so sorry.
Lion said no.
Yeah, the Lions screwed me up big time. But like, yeah, we'll get to other picks, but I felt like I had a better grasp on like
Yeah.
teams feel like they're gonna do these things, and they kind of did. And that felt like a Lions, that felt like a Jim Irsay thing to do.
The Indy taking Anthony Richardson, now that I look back, isn't necessarily surprising to me, but it's disappointing.
Yeah.
Because I think they're just so desperate for a quarterback.
They are like the last 4 or 5 years.
Since Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck retired.
Basically.
It's been like
Carson.
Jacoby
Jacoby.
Brissett, which Jacoby
Carson.
looked nice that
He did
that 1 year.
It was average.
for a guy who was
For
taking
Jacoby
the sixth
Brissett.
round or something like that.
I'm not. Okay, hold on. I'm not comparing him to a 6th-round pick quarterback. I'm comparing him to the rest of the league
All right.
stats.
But it was when he was playing, we all were like, "Wow, Jacoby's playing
He's
nice,"
all right. Yeah.
which we didn't know.
Yeah.
So he went Jacoby, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, and Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
That is ugly.
Is
stretch.
that's
They said, dude, let's get an athletic guy. That's all they did. They were like,
That might be one of the worst stretches of a short span.
And
they've
I was
had
gonna
a-
say Cleveland's
they've
gonna have
had-
him beat.
they've
No,
had
I like
a
a
good team too. That's the sad
Dude.
thing.
Like making the playoffs with what was it, Phillip or was it
Phillip Rivers took him to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they lost to the Bills on the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The Indy should have won that game.
Oh yeah, because Zach
100%.
Pascal dropped the ball.
Shout out. He's an Eagle now.
Now he's in the
is?
Eagles and won a
Super
Super Bowl.
Bowl. Or went to
Zach
the Super
Pascal.
Bowl.
Pascal. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, he lost. He lost to Colts that game.
Tough.
Shout out.
I mean, okay. I don't know that I hate the pick necessarily. I certainly don't love the pick, but like I wouldn't love the pick, but I would be okay with the pick if they had somebody that Richardson could sit behind. I don't think there's any chance that
Minshew.
he sits behind the guard dog. I just don't think it's happening.
Isn't Matt Ryan still there?
No, I think they ended up cutting him and
That's actually
trying
a
to get
great
rid of the
question.
dead money. But
Pretty sure he's.
I think he's cut,
I thought they cut him.
but I actually don't know.
Remember they were talking about waiting until like a certain
Date.
period where when
was
they
it the
cut
new,
him,
was it the new league year, which the
Yeah.
new league year starts at the beginning of March, mid-March?
yeah, I thought that's when they were trying to cut him.
Maybe that is what it is.
Anyways, yeah, I knew y'all weren't gonna like Anthony Richardson, and when it happened, I was just happy that like
I mean,
He's a free
I'm in
agent.
what?
He's a free agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna retire. I am a known Anthony Richard hater.
totally.
Like, I have said,
Why no?
why? Because I don't understand the hype around him. There's
Why?
nothing he
'Cause
did
it
in
was
college
actually-
that
'cause
is
it was
productive
actually
and impressive
terrible.
to me. No. There's nothing that he's done in college that was productive or impressive to me.
Yeah. He also had a cra-
It's the same reason I
he also
don't
had a
like Will
crappy
Levis.
team, but
It's the same reason I don't like Will Levis.
yeah, but I feel like Will Levis had more around him to
No.
help him.
He had a
Then-
terrible Kentucky offense.
Kentucky's not good.
Terrible.
Okay.
Come on.
Kentucky had one of the worst
Relax,
playmaking groups.
It's
ever.
Kentucky.
Okay.
Relax.
Kentucky
But
had
Florida
their
looked
one
bad.
wide receiver a year
But
ago.
what I hate the whole like the potential though. He didn't win. He didn't put up good stats, bro. Like, come on.
Well, it's not that he just didn't put up stats. Like he looked incredible running the ball, but then when you need him to throw the ball, like it was-
Lamar?
no,
Come on.
because
Come
Lamar
on.
has won games like that. Like, stop it.
Lamar wasn't losing them games at Louisville.
That's fair. That's a
I'm
really
talking
solid
about in the
point.
NFL.
In the
Sorry.
NFL.
But we're talking. This is
Okay,
the
okay,
draft.
yeah.
We're talking about at the point of the draft.
Yeah.
Like Lamar hadn't lost Louisville in any games.
Yeah.
He was the reason-
He almost beat Deshaun Watson and Clemson.
Lamar Jackson was the only reason Louisville was in talks of making it to be ranked. Period.
Ranked.
And
Yeah.
being talked about going to the college football playoffs.
Yeah.
The only reason.
I was talking about NFL.
I know.
Calm down.
Hold on.
Calm down.
So what I'm saying is Anthony Richardson didn't do anything to show me that he can put a team on his shoulders. Is that unfair?
No.
Maybe. It could be.
No, it's
It's not, according to what he did in
But
college.
like, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, it's Bama, dude. It's Bama. Like they're Bama." Our offense sucked.
Yeah.
And Bryce Young still made it so like we had an argument to go to the.
awesome.
Shut up, dude. We had
zone. Run it again.
I saw Bill O'Brien call inside zone from shotgun probably 12 times in a row.
Watch this.
12 times in a row.
Run it to the left.
This time.
We're gonna run inside zone again because they're not gonna expect that we're gonna keep doing it,
For the 12th time.
and we're gonna get.
It's going to work this
yard
time,
kick.
guys.
But Bryce Young had a horrible offensive line, no weapons, and look what he did this year. And he still made it so Bama actually was in the conversation of like maybe they should get in the playoffs. Anthony Richardson did nothing like that.
That's fair.
So
The next one I feel a little conflicted on.
Bound.
Yeah, Devin Witherspoon, the more I go at it a little bit,
I'm conflicted too.
I actually don't hate it. I like, the reason I don't hate it is that I like the process of saying that, like, if we want to be a contending team, because now we're obviously a playoff team, if we want to be a contending team, we're going to take premier positions. And I think premier positions have to be positions that are, like,
Yeah.
just incredibly volatile. Like, you have to take, like, corner is so important in today's league.
Oh yeah.
And they just, I mean, Tariq is good. Tariq is really good, but they didn't really have a ton of help on the other side.
In terms of corner?
elite corner play. Like, that would be incredible if they had
Yeah.
another guy to even be close to elite level cornerback play. And then, their next pick we'll talk about later, but like they just took elite positions. And
Pairing him with all those other secondary guys too would be huge.
that should
Oh,
be
yeah.
super
Their secondary
nice.
is
It doesn't
really
put a
nice.
lot, like if the Bears were to draft a corner, it would still put a lot of pressure on that corner because
He has to.
he has to produce because Brisker's still young
Yeah.
and Eddie's terrible.
It's like when Stingley.
He's terrible.
It's like when Stingley went to Houston.
All the pressure was on
Like
him.
he's the guy. He's the corner.
yeah.
Oh, he was their guy, yeah.
Like I think maybe Justin Reed was still on that team, like in terms of secondary positions, but
he's-
obviously
yeah.
like he's not a corner.
Yeah.
So like there wasn't anybody to help
Exactly.
alleviate any pressure, which is why we really never heard anything about him.
Well, for the first couple weeks, he was really solid, but then like I think just fatigue, pace of the league kind of beat him down. Because the first couple weeks, he was one of the highest graded man corners in the
Yeah,
league.
he was kicking butt.
He was really
Patrick
good through
Surtain.
week 4.
Patrick Surtain is better. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh yeah.
Bama.
Oh
Let's go.
yeah.
We know this.
Okay.
We've
I just
known
need to
this.
hear it again.
Right now, Patrick Surtain is. If not,
What?
If he's
No.
not, if he's
Say it.
not
No.
one-
Say it.
Nope.
Say it.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm chilling.
All right. I don't know. I kind of like it.
I know what you're
like,
gonna say.
I like the process of what Seattle did.
It
Here,
makes sense to me.
specifically.
Like it's
Totally.
not.
I'm not mad that they didn't take like
I would
Jalen Carter.
I
I'm
would
not
have
mad.
loved for them to take Jalen Carter
Totally.
just because I think that defensive line was so much more of a need. But I'm not upset at the corner pick.
Right.
Because I get it.
Totally.
I mean, they addressed defensive end in the later rounds anyway.
Yes, they
So-
addressed
And
the D-line
it's-
later. Yes.
And I think we agreed when we did the draft preview pods of they can, especially at that position, there wasn't necessarily a lot of first round guys you take, but there's plenty of second round and third round guys you
tons.
take.
Tons.
So
There was a plethora of day 2 defensive linemen that
I mean that was kind of
really
this
loved.
whole draft anyways.
Yeah.
Like outside of like the top 7-8 players, like everybody else is like, yeah, I'd rather take these guys in the second round.
Totally. Yeah.
Paris
All right. This is the one that you guys hated.
Johnson
So okay.
Jr.
So loved, so like we said before, loved Arizona trading back to 12.
Mhm.
That was awesome. They needed picks. That roster is god awful. Get as many players as you need.
Mhm.
Boom. And then they trade up to 6 and get Paris Johnson.
Now, is it the player or the process that you hate, or both?
The player.
Both.
Okay, that's fair.
Both.
If you don't like Paris
I
Johnson,
don't
that's
like
okay.
Paris Johnson.
That's fine.
Both.
You don't like the process. Why?
Because I think that they could have gotten a lineman who's just as good, if not better,
At 12.
at 12.
Yeah.
Okay. My thing is, I think either you said it or somebody else said it, is that the reason I like the process is that I think there had to be, this is in conjunction with doing what helps, I hate this, but appease Kyler and appease offensive mainstays like
I know,
D-Hop.
yeah, I know
And
he
so
liked
D-Hop
him.
is now like confirming that he's staying. So I have reason to believe that there are things
Yeah,
that were
until
talked
Kyler throws
about.
another temper tantrum.
Totally.
Okay.
Or the new Call of Duty game drops. So like
Heck yeah.
I have reason to believe that this move was completely in conjunction to the new coach, like that administration going, okay, we have to keep.
Say it, bro.
He's like, guys, watch this pick. Explosions.
But okay, I understand that. But to me, Kyler hasn't earned that. Kyler hasn't earned you to be like, for him to come out and be like, I like
Didn't
Paris
they give
Johnson.
him an extension though?
Yeah.
They basically told him he earned it.
I don't know,
But
man,
I don't
like,
think that was smart either.
It
Like,
wasn't.
It's different. It's different when like the past couple off seasons you have like Aaron Rodgers coming out and being, saying like,
I want this
I've
guy.
asked it. I've asked for a weapon. Like I've asked it'd be like, hey, it'd be great if we kept this guy on the roster and they cut him, or like, hey, it'd be great if we draft a weapon like in the first round for the first time in 20 years, and they just don't.
Yeah.
Like it's different when it's somebody like Rodgers who's been a Super Bowl champion, been in multiple MVPs. He's earned
one
that.
of the greatest quarterbacks ever to play the game.
Like he's earned the right to be like have say in the draft process.
Yeah.
Kyler to me hasn't because he's sucked some.
He sucked some.
The past couple years,
The
he
thing that
sucked.
sucked is they gave him a contract extension.
I know, and I
So they basically told him, you're worth it to us. Even though he
and
sucks.
I think,
even,
but I
even though
think what
in the
happened-
contract extension they had that clause of hey, you need to watch more film.
No, I know. But
I
like,
think-
it's stupid.
But I think what
Yeah,
the
but they gave him a
problem
contract.
partially could be is I'm not saying Kyler's not at fault because he obviously is. But could we also attribute a lot of
Can
the
you be
fault?
tried as a child because you're so short?
Right.
Is that why he's not taking responsibility for anything?
Right.
He's
They're
like-
they're having to discipline
You know what's
him.
hilarious? He's not even going
To
to play most of
timeouts.
this year because
Well,
he's hurt.
No,
I
it's
think
ACL tear.
they
He'll be
like
back.
they said potentially like 4 to 6 games into the season. I think is what
Maybe.
the projection was, but we don't know.
It's an ACL, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's going to come back and he's not going to be the same.
What I was saying though is I think you can attribute a lot of the failure to that offense and to Kyler as well to just total mismanagement by Cliff Kingsbury. At least that's my thing.
Wait, management being
Mismanagement.
meaning
That
what?
offense
Players
what
or scheme?
scheme?
Okay.
Terrible.
Okay.
Not players. They brought in a lot of good players.
I was gonna say.
I mean,
like,
that's not him
GM, yeah,
anyways.
GM is players. Okay.
No. The coach. The way that they
Well, it was Steve
utilized-
Keim on his. Or no, who was the old GM? Was it Steve
That's
Keim?
Keim,
right?
That's
Yeah.
Keim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was off vacation. He's like, hey, take this guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? He got the DUI, right? That was his thing. Why
Keim?
he got suspended?
I don't remember.
Something like that, man.
Nobody
Yeah.
stepped away, and then
No,
they were
'cause
still
he got, 'cause
tampering.
he got suspended
Yeah.
Oh,
because of the. I think it was the DUI.
yeah, I don't know.
Boozed up.
Okay. I don't like Paris Johnson like you said,
I don't
but I
like him,
really
yeah.
actually like the process of like if Kyler and D Hop were a part of a thing saying we want this position, take your guy on the board that you like the best at this position so that our offense is better well rounded. I don't hate the process. The caveat is that he's tackle 3 for me. That doesn't matter though, because I'm not
He's tackle 4 for me.
great. Then we're pretty close.
Yeah.
So
Of all the first round tackles, he was the least like I like him
he's
the least.
his physical tools are
Not counting
no-
Skoronski as a tackle.
Oh, then he's tackled 2, I guess. Because his physical
Oh.
tools for me were nuts.
Broderick Jones, I like the Darnell Wright guy, and then
Okay.
your boy, your Oklahoma boy.
Oh, Anton? Nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
I do not like Paris Johnson.
Okay.
His feet don't move. He's lazy.
I think
His
he's
hand placement's horrible.
that's
Okay.
fair.
Yeah.
So I think I like the process. I maybe don't like the player, but I love
Okay.
getting.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
fine.
maybe-
Yeah. If
But
you feel like
because
that's your
it's
guy, go
because
get
it's
him.
play, you
Yeah.
have to keep him right. But we should keep.
Yeah, we
yes,
should move on.
We gotta move.
Tyree Wilson of the Raiders. I like it.
Is there anything wrong with that pick at all?
It was.
Other
It was
than
a
the
good
fact that-
pick. Like it wasn't
good pick.
exciting. It wasn't. It didn't. It didn't get any sort of reaction from me. It was literally like,
That
Oh.
makes sense.
Makes
yeah,
sense.
that's- I
Yeah.
like
Put
that.
him with Max Crosby. Let him work.
Yeah, two
That should be sick.
awesome edge rushers. Like that's awesome.
I
I mean, like if how bad that Raiders defense, like that's a great place to
Oh,
start. Like what the Colts used to
Because
do.
Chandler
with
Jones is gone now, right?
Or
is he still there?
No, Chandler's still
He's
there.
old though, so like
Yeah.
rotate Chandler, Max, Tyree. You got a good
But it's
three-headed
like what the
monster
Colts
there.
used
Well,
to.
and
The
like I
Colts
said-
like what they did, like with
Freeney.
Freeney and Mathis on the edge, and just boom, go get to the quarterback.
But like I said,
I love it.
Tyree is a weird body. Like he's like 6'6", 6'7", like almost 280. Like you could throw him at like a little bit of a outside inside player,
Yeah.
sort of. So
Yeah.
like there's a lot I think you can do with that type of person.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I just love the idea of having like
Max.
doubling down on the edge
Totally.
with Max and being
100%.
because that's going to help your secondary out a lot too.
Because their
So
defense has been crap.
Here's your
for a
pick.
while.
here we go.
Bijan.
Dude, did I not?
You did.
Did I not?
You did.
I man,
I hate where he
I'm
went.
telling you.
I-
I'm not saying I
Arthur
like it. I'm
Dude.
not,
The Falcons are what's his face's Rams team.
Nope.
Fisher.
Fisher, Eric, or is that his name?
Jeff.
Jeff,
Jeff
Fisher.
Fisher. Thank you. Eric Fisher's.
What do you mean?
That's what Arthur Smith's gonna do. He's just gonna run the piss out of the ball with
I
him
hate
and
this pick
break
so much.
Bijan.
I
Arthur
love
Smith
Bijan.
sucks.
I love
this pick.
Bijan, but I hate this pick.
I despise this pick.
Because Arthur Smith is gonna ruin him.
Who's the quarterback on that team?
Ritter.
Ritter,
Dog.
Madden.
Dog.
Yeah, he's a mad
He just,
god.
He just. So is Matt Corral, by the way.
Yeah. Really.
Hey.
Mooney.
but
what was it? You had DJ Moore going for 2,000 plus
24
yards.
touchdowns.
Nobody else
With
had over 1,000.
no run game.
What's up?
Nobody else had over 1,000.
No.
Yeah, nobody else had over
900,
1,000.
800,
It's just
700.
shocking.
Just
It's a-
DJ Moore just getting.
bombs every game.
I wasn't though. That's the thing.
Nice.
I was just a dog. That defense though.
It's okay. Corbin plays on rookie mode.
Bro, I play on all Madden and I'm bored. I can't.
It's almost like Madden should be like MLB The Show and have like 7 difficulties.
Yes.
So it always gets
Madden
harder.
tries to set you at rookie mode.
It needs to be the most difficult thing it can possibly be for me because I'm bored at this point. It's sad.
I mean, honestly,
MLB
this
The
is-
Show has it has
Talking
a
about Bijan.
adjusted difficulty to where you can set it and it does it automatically for you based on how you're playing.
Oh,
sick.
so when I get the show, it's going to be on the easiest one.
It'll like you'll just play you'll play an inning and then it'll like adjust the difficulty and then as you like get better it'll change it like as you keep going. And if you get worse at
the game itself is going to be stop.
What is this?
It's
What?
the wardrobe malfunction.
hey,
Is it cut?
It's just a seam and it ripped at the gym.
he's got
Okay.
too big of thighs, bro.
What's up?
thick. Bijan Robinson
Mm-hmm.
to the Falcons doesn't make any sense.
Terrible process. Great player. Terrible process.
Like, okay, does Tyler how do you say his name? Algier? I like.
Bro.
Does he?
He's
Hold on,
another-
wait. Hold on.
What a waste.
Does he like super excite me? No. Was he really productive last year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you still have Cordell Patterson on that team? Yes. Is his wheels going to fall off soon? Probably.
Yeah.
But he keeps surprising us.
Bro, they did a.
And then they have a third guy.
Huntley.
That Huntley wasn't like bad either when he had to play.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Algier's gonna be a lot like James Robinson, where he had a hot year and then he's just gonna fall off the map again.
It doesn't matter now.
Running
it doesn't
back-
matter
I
now.
know,
They just
I know.
took freaking Bijan. Nothing matters anymore.
I just feel like
Dumb.
that it was dumb because you just had so many other needs
Mm-hmm.
that running back was not that high to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
They could have even traded down.
I wouldn't have been mad at. They should have gone
Dallas would've
up or
traded
down.
up.
They shouldn't have stayed there. They should have gone.
Dallas would have traded up to get Bijan at that point.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
They should have. Philly may have too. They wanted-
That'd be even better.
That would be disgusting.
Dude,
Cheating.
could you freaking-
Straight up cheating.
But speaking of Philly,
Hold on,
Philly-
I want to finish my thought on this.
Okay.
I think that Atlanta should have either traded up for a QB or traded back and got something
what
else.
QB?
I don't know,
CJ.
like because they don't have a QB situation there.
Okay.
Like, well, I'm just saying there are options. They shouldn't have stayed at 8
Yeah.
because at 8, then they
Yeah.
look like dummies taking Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see what you're saying.
But trading back is probably what they should have done.
Yes.
Anyways,
Eagles. Jalen
Eagles trade
with the Bears.
because the Bears traded
We just
back,
swapped.
and then they trade the Eagles trade up and get freaking Jalen Carter, who before February was the unanimous #1 overall pick.
Yep. Well,
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
He was.
was he?
Yes.
Yep. Like basically, like if you go back to December, you won't find a lot of mock drafts that had anybody other than
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter at #1.
Okay.
He has been considered the best player in this draft all of last year, all of 2022, and like as a calendar year. Like after all those Georgia guys got taken in last year's draft, the whole thing that was said throughout the draft, all of these guys are good. What's crazy is Georgia has a guy right now, Jalen Carter, who's better than all of these guys. And he freaking went to the Eagles, bro. It's awesome.
I don't know how he
Pretty
does
legit.
it.
It's awesome.
Howie Roseman.
Bro,
man.
Harry Roseman sucks. He's
Bro,
so
that,
mean.
that freaking
Stop
rumor
praising
report
him
that
for having a good draft.
He can't keep doing this.
Why is it able to talk to why does a woman tell me how good my draft
So dumb.
Bro, Arthur Smith is in his bedroom crying like, why does everyone tell me I did such a good job, Mom? Like, Bijan Robinson, I got as a running back.
Then his
Is that
mom comes in
Carl
his room.
Weezer?
What?
Is that Carl Weezer?
If you want it to be.
All right, cool.
Croissant.
A croissant.
I just want Jimmy's mom to tell me I did a good job.
Your
He's so
impressions are
good.
crazy. Jeez. Did you have a life as a kid?
Jimmy's mom. That's the answer.
No. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I was homeschooled. What are you talking about?
We were all
I was
homeschooled,
homeschooled.
and yet
I lived in
somehow
the country. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he was the like
I was the-
removed homeschool
Yeah.
kid.
No.
Oh. How is it that I lived in a town called East Aboga and had more socialization than you did?
Because I lived in Yakult, Washington.
I lived in East Aboga, Alabama.
I
Yeah, that's
lived
worse.
near a town that means lost children.
I lived in a town that had a church and a post office.
You guys had a post office?
Bro, Yakult has a post office. What are you talking about?
That was it, bro.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I know.
It even has a general store.
It didn't back in the day.
Oh, it didn't?
I had to
Okay.
drive 40 minutes
Hey,
to a Walmart.
so we're
Anyways, doesn't matter.
Jalen Carter to the Eagles. Gonna be a good pick.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It's gonna be awesome.
That's a
the thing,
steal.
too.
and
Even-
he gets to play with Fletcher Cox.
You know what's funny?
It's so stupid. Stop. Stop.
I tried to ignore
I know.
it, and
I was
you
like,
looked
don't
at
say-
me, and you looked
It
at
is
me, and I was like,
Nope.
We both did the like, don't laugh, and we just couldn't hold it.
Unbelievable.
the cool thing is, even if there is off the field character concerns and all that stuff, and Jalen Carter maybe doesn't play as much,
Yeah.
they're still stacked on defensive line.
And the thing to me that I like is he's with all of his old Georgia teammates.
Yeah, that's true too.
And if you want to
They'll
talk
all
about
3 get arrested. Jeez. 4, 5.
but
No,
what I'm-
Swift doesn't count.
I'm not talking about Swift.
Oh, 5, yeah.
I'm talking about
forgot Swift was
Nakobe
Georgia.
Dean.
Holy crap.
I'm talking about the defensive tackle from last.
Walker.
Linebacker, Kobe Dean.
Davis.
No.
Uh,
Davis.
What's up?
Davis?
Yes, Davis. And then you've got Jalen. And then you've got Nolan Smith. And then you've got Keely Ringo.
That's 4.
That's 5 because I said
Not counting Jalen Carter.
not counting Jalen Carter. Okay.
Yeah, he's not his own teammate.
I thought you said 5 of them, like as a whole,
we said his
or
teammates.
4 of them. Okay.
Ryan, are you a teammate of yourself?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm my own teammate.
Respect that.
Every day when he does a good job, he's like, "Good game."
Spalding. No,
no, we can't do that.
All right, moving on. Chicago.
Chicago.
I was really upset at first.
You were pissed. Yeah, I'm just gonna. You know what?
mad.
I'm just gonna let Corbin go.
I'm not mad at it now. I don't know.
Why?
What am I supposed to say? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Talk.
Okay,
Have an
well,
opinion.
Okay, I thought Darnell Wright couldn't move, and I was like, "Holy crap! We just got the worst offensive tackle
Do you
for a
think he was a
mobile."
big fatso?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he kind of is. He kind of is.
He's a big
He's
boy.
a big boy.
Big dude.
He's like 6'5", 240 or 340.
I was like, see, he's a big dude, 6'5", 240.
Dude looks like a stick compared to the rest of the
Guy's been setting just records
No,
by
he's like-
offensive linemen, the
he's like-
smallest offensive lineman of all time.
He's like no, but he's like 340, 6'5". He's a big dude. But he can move his feet really well, and I didn't realize he could. So after I was like,
further
you know what?
analysis.
Yeah, after further analysis, I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at this. Now we have like a solidified offensive line, so I'm pretty.
He doesn't have the most consistent tape, but he's got a super high upside, like his Will Anderson tape.
Putting him next to Nate Davis,
so
it's gonna
good.
go him, Nate Davis, Cody Whitehair, Tevin Jenkins, and then Braxton Jones.
and that's not a bad.
That's a pretty
not
solid
a bad
offensive line.
Your
offensive
offense is going to be fine. You guys won't be able to stop anybody from scoring.
Correct.
But your offense is going to be fine.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I think our defensive ends will be okay though.
Yeah.
I looked again at our depth chart and I was like, I'm not mad
Honestly,
at it.
these two next picks, like I had no problems with.
Skoronsky, good pick.
Like the
Don't
Titans,
need.
I felt like
Slip it
that
in.
was the most.
safest pick.
Well, no, the most Titans pick.
I
Like,
mean,
just
they needed it.
I felt like we were gonna call that. Like if they didn't
They
say
lost.
anything,
They lost 3 offensive linemen
Yeah.
this offseason.
Yeah.
Because
because they cut what's his face,
Luwan.
They
They-
lost Nate Davis, and then
Bears.
they lost a guard, and I'm forgetting his name. Dude,
No one cares.
Jones? No. I can't remember.
it doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah, but they lost 3 offensive linemen, so I was not surprised
Yep.
when they took one.
No,
It was good. That
You can
team's
plug
so
and
bad
play in
anyway.
Nice and
some
easy.
spots.
Detroit Lions.
Trading back to
Okay.
12. This is where things get funky.
So-
Jameer
Jameer Gibbs.
Gubbs.
So I think we all hated this pick when it happened.
I didn't.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I like Jameer Gibbs.
I love Jameer Gibbs.
I told you I like, but when we talked about prospects and we talked about running backs,
I know you said
I
the
was
stupid
high on
thing.
him.
You said
and you
the
guys were
stupid-
like,
you
no.
said you liked him better than Bijan Robinson.
did.
though, which you're stupid for that. I'm sorry.
it's all good. It's all good.
I'm high on Jameer. I'm just saying.
All right, that's cool.
When Jameer hits, I'm gonna be here to congratulate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I expect lots of good games from you guys.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm less upset about the pick when the Lions came out and said we would have taken him at 6. And I was like, okay, cool. Then you traded back, still got your guy.
Yeah.
All right. I can't be upset at that.
Could you imagine the uproar that would have happened though if they would have
They
taken?
took him
Jahmyr
at 6,
Gibbs?
then I would have been
No, like where Bijan is
Before
not gone.
Bijan.
yeah.
You would have rubbed it in our face
Whoa.
so hard too.
Whoa.
That would have been wild.
Would be
But
hot.
either way, their process was correct with their guy on the board.
And then speaking of Lions and speaking of Eagles, then the Lions trade DeAndre Swift to the Eagles for a bag of balls.
J.I. was traded for a 3rd round pick. Look how that turned out. Just throwing that out there.
Cool. J.J. is not DeAndre Swift, but that's awesome. That's a great reference.
J.I. was better than DeAndre Swift at the time.
That's great.
I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know.
was he?
At the time,
At the time.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
You're right.
Yes.
Ajayi was like
Ajayi
a
was awesome.
big deal.
Yes.
Ajay was great.
Then he went to the Eagles, and we were like, oh, not that good.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying.
Miami fleeced him.
We probably wasted those picks, but that's fine.
Bro. Packers, though. We're
This
moving
one-
on.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Van Ness. I was like,
I was
Bro.
shocked by it, but I'm not mad at it.
they decided we're going to make this defense awesome. That was their
Jordan
goal.
Love's not going to throw to anybody.
No, but
But-
they're like, that defense is going to stop
But we're
people.
going to give him an extension.
No, the way it worked, it's.
It's a 1-year extension.
But they didn't pick his 5th-year option up,
They extended him. So it's
so they just they replaced his 1 year
I don't
or his 5th
basically.
year.
I don't get it.
It was weird.
It was dumb.
They gave him $13 million, $13.5 million
Extra.
Oh, so they gave him more money.
Stupid. Anyways.
But they could have picked his 5th year and paid him
just-
less.
But maybe he wanted more money and they wanted to keep him happy.
He doesn't get a choice.
I was about to say.
Do you think Packers really care about keeping their quarterbacks happy?
I think they do now because they're trying to rub it in Aaron's face.
I
'Cause I think
they
they're
ca-
petty.
that's
honestly,
elite
more-
level trolling?
I think it's more that they know that their entire careers kind of rest on
Maybe.
right on Jordan Love.
Dude, but like,
If Jordan Love doesn't hit, dude, all of those Packer
they're
front office
toast-
guys.
I hope-
and they're
screwed.
toasted.
I
too.
hope-
like they need to like.
I hope Van Ness is really good. I do.
Oh, I do too.
Because
There's
he would
no-
be so much fun to watch.
There's
Yeah.
okay. There's no way that he's bad, right? Like his athleticism, like what you can do with that.
But
see
there's
how-
been
do you
dudes
see
that have
how
been
white he
athletically
is?
huge
That's
and
fair.
not.
That's fair.
You see how white he is? He can be bad.
That's fair.
No, but I mean, you've seen like athletic monsters.
I just feel like
come out.
floor guys.
Dude, what's his face? Kimdichie. Athletic monster. Couldn't do anything in the NFL. He's like the 5th overall pick to the Cardinals.
he was really.
He was like a number 1 high school recruit.
Oh yeah, he was. He
Yeah.
was the number. He was one of the highest
and
rated.
he was bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I,
I
hope
just think-
Van Ness can be good. 'Cause
I
he
just
would be
think
fun
he
to
has
watch.
one of the highest floors out of all the players in the draft. Like just
It's fair.
you just
Yeah.
know what you're getting out of him.
I wasn't mad at the Van Ness pick. I just was shocked because I
I was a
thought
little
I
mad.
my mindset was okay. You got rid of Aaron Rodgers. You're like quadrupling down on Jordan Love. You're gonna go get him a weapon.
That's
That's
were
like-
in
that's kind of
perfect
what I-
position. They were in perfect.
I thought that's what made sense. I was like, okay, you're at 13, taking JSN here isn't too high. Like it's not too. You're not praying that he's falling to. Great position to take JSN, and
Yeah.
you get yourself a weapon.
Yep.
So I was shocked they didn't. I'm not mad. It's not like Lucas Van Ness is a bad pick for them. It's just I think that
That
they
defense better be stacked
They should
this
be.
upcoming year.
Yeah.
They better dominate. If they don't, then like the whole organization's gonna look bad.
which I'm sure
They
you'll be
already
ex-
do,
You'll
but-
be excited for.
Yeah, I know. I will.
Yep.
Pittsburgh takes my favorite tackle, Broderick Jones.
I love this pick.
Broderick.
Incredible.
Love Broderick.
Love this pick. They
That
traded
was
with
an
the Patriots,
amazing
right?
pick. Huh?
They traded to the Patriots to go get him, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like this pick
Love Broderick.
because they just had
Great leader.
they just had a Hayward brother retire not too long ago. Right?
No. What?
The Steelers?
Not Casey Hayward.
I thought he retired.
Casey Hayward was a defensive end though.
Isn't there an offensive line? Hayward?
There was a tight end. That's his brother. That's younger. That was a rookie last year.
You're talking about the Pouncey brothers, right?
That's who I'm thinking of.
you're
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
of the
they
Pouncey
retired a while
brothers.
ago.
They were
Yeah.
a while. That was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
They were centers though.
this and honestly, I'm kind of bearing the lead on what we'll talk about later, which is our favorite teams. But like, the Steelers went and did the most old school Steelers draft of all time, and just
but the
picking.
the guy they got in the first round and then the guy they got in the second round. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's like smash mouth football. Like we're gonna beat the snot out of you. Like this is old school Steelers. Like I personally,
Yeah, and then you have Pickens as your receiver.
They're
bro.
like reloading in a way that's not selling the whole team.
totally.
And
I
it's
love what
amazing.
they're doing.
what a smart organization. Who would have thought about it?
I think it's a lot of Mike Tomlin. Let's be fair.
Mike
Oh, I'm
Tomlin's-
not. Yeah,
Tomlin's
like,
Mike Tomlin
Joe.
has a huge influence on all that.
I also think like the Steelers are one of those organizations that seem to
They're never bad.
because
Ever.
there's some organizations
They're not.
that whether it's the owner or whoever it is, like they always seem to do really well about hiring the right people, mentoring the right people.
They do the little things right, dude.
Like there's
Yeah.
something to say about like an owner finding a GM that
totally.
has good character, smart, and that he can trust to, when it's
That
time to
Pittsburgh team under like different coaching goes 3-4 wins
Arthur Smith.
tops. Yeah, 3-4
Winless
wins.
since.
3 wins.
Tops.
3 wins.
Tops.
Yeah.
Tops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
Mike
was a
Tomlin
really
goes-
bad without TJ Watt, Kenny Pickett at quarterback. Like that's a bad team last
Yeah.
year, and
That
they
team-
almost made it.
Yeah, I
through
was
the
like, that
playoffs.
team
Deontay was
almost
not
made-
good either.
No,
Deontay was terrible.
Yeah, that team
Terrible.
almost made it through the playoffs.
They
This
almost made.
Yeah.
is crazy.
Dude,
I think
love-
Minka was out for a little while too.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
He
And
was.
that secondary is really bad without Minka.
They were horrendous. At
Oh, yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Broderick Jones.
Really excited.
Love
about
it.
Really
Love
excited.
it.
Let's keep going.
Chef's kiss.
Will McDonald.
You left. Like,
I know.
Right at like the Broderick
Yeah.
pick, right?
This
So
was
you weren't
really
even here
confused.
for this.
Ryan was floored. Literally. Ryan fell off the couch and
I
was
was
like,
here, and I was like laying like this way, and Noah was here, and the TV's there, and I like rolled laughing and fell like right here, and was just like on the ground. I was dead. Like, what are you?
why?
Bro, I love it.
So
I love it.
Because he went to the,
Iowa State.
no,
Duh.
not his college, you dummy.
Duh.
The NFL team you went to. It's the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
What
reason
else would they have picked? Like,
I
let's
know.
be real.
That's where I'm
what
like
saying.
confused. I'm like, I struggle with it because it's like, okay, definitely didn't have Will McDonald going here. But at the same time, like the Jets, I don't know who they
Maybe
take.
an offensive tackle, but at that
Maybe.
point it was Anton Harrison, and like, I think on their draft board it was
And somebody they can get later.
because they wanted Broderick Jones.
Yes.
That was the thing. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what. Bill
That's why the
Belichick
Steelers
yeah.
jumped.
But I'm not mad at it.
No.
Like, you played in a division with Josh Allen.
And also, if you go and look at the track record for Salah, like the guys that he goes and gets as true edge guys are pin your ears back and like go and get the quarterback.
Yeah.
So like, I don't hate it in
I just
terms
was
of
so surprised.
exactly. It stunned me because
well, now you got Carl Austin, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald. Solid.
it's going to be a crazy pass rush group.
Yeah.
You
It's a
know,
good pass rush group.
I just
Yeah.
I wasn't sold on his consistency. His motor is super high. He's got probably the fastest. Well, no, Will Anderson's probably got the fastest.
Okay.
But like Will McDonald is very close behind in terms of like getting off like the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, lightning fast. So I don't hate it, but it's also like
Wow.
we'll see.
I love it.
Let's keep going.
Manual
The one you
Forbes.
guys hate. Well, okay.
so this
if,
pick, this pick doesn't look as bad
if Chris,
if Gonzalez doesn't go right after. him.
if Gonzalez is already off the board.
Yes. If Gonzalez was gone, I don't hate this pick at all.
Exactly.
I still hate it.
I-
You had Deontay Banks and Porter on the board.
I don't hate Emmanuel Forbes though.
Oh, I hate him.
Okay.
He's too small.
But like
As if
that's what I say
something that
too.
can't be
But that's what
fixable. Like,
I'm thinking
that's
too. But
so-
he still had so many interceptions last year.
And
But you need
also-
to build like 20 pounds of muscle for this guy, which is a lot.
and that's not fixable. Like that's not something.
I'm not
that,
saying it's not, but 20 pounds of muscle is a lot. And he needs to maintain whatever speed they're asking him to maintain
that's not
while
hard to
putting.
do. That's not hard to do.
So what? His speed was what? Probably like a 4.3.
No,
he drops to a-
he was in the 4.4s.
It could drop into a 5.5. That's all I'm
A
saying.
5.5.
Or four.
It
Sorry,
could.
4.5.
Oh, I was like,
It
holy
could.
crap!
It
He
could.
becomes Zion Williamson, maybe.
Eats himself into
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Love you,
Dang.
Zion.
Just saying.
Man, we just did a cross league shot. That was actually kind of nuts. That was a great pull.
I have depth.
Noah's got a bag, dude. No.
I got a bag that I can pull from. Straight up.
I don't like Forbes.
That's fine.
Especially playing in that division.
That
like-
that's fair. That's fair.
You guys smash mouth.
A.J. Brown.
Like the Eagles do run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
a ton.
AJ Brown will destroy him.
AJ Brown's huge.
The Giants will run through him,
Yeah.
and Dallas will run through him.
Yeah.
I hate that pick.
Well, when he plays Dallas, he'll just play skinny CD. And they'll be
That's fair. Maybe that was their whole intention. They're like, listen, 2 times out of the year, lock
dog.
down.
CD's gonna
Lock
destroy it. CD's
down.
gonna destroy this guy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I know you love him. We
Even
get it.
CD's pretty.
CD is
heavier.
CD
No,
is
he doesn't look, but
No,
he's
but he's still like 190, 100.
He's 210.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I swear. To God. I swear to God.
No way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's skinny to 210, but
He looks. I'll give it to you.
he looks like he's
small,
180.
but he's every bit of 210, almost 215.
All right then.
He's a lot bigger now.
I love CD Lamb. Let me not get that mistaken. I love CD Lamb.
No, he's not AJ Brown, but like I like CD Lamb a lot.
I don't hate the Forbes pick. I dislike it a lot, but I wouldn't have disliked it as much as if we get to the next pick.
Christian Gonzalez.
To the freaking Patriots.
The Patriots.
How does that happen?
Love it. Billy's like,
I knew Billy probably when he traded with Pittsburgh was like, yeah, I knew we'd be able to get our guy Christian Gonzalez because I knew the Washington Commanders were just gonna screw that pick up and
dude, that's so funny too because he like.
Yeah.
I wonder if they took Christian Gonzalez, who he would have taken.
Jack Campbell.
Would he have taken? I don't know.
Who's
Either way,
who's a 7th round tackle that you like? He would have taken
Cole
him.
Strange played all right. Shush.
Warren McClendon from Georgia.
There you go. Stetson Bennett.
Well, he's just a leader.
Either way,
and he's-
Christian Gonzalez is my
Okay.
cornerback number 1. Love him.
Yes.
Love him going
Yes.
to.
I love Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, love him going to New England.
It's unfair.
I'm not as sold as you are on his like polished skill, but that is
Skill, yes. Attitude,
well, he's not a refined corner.
he has the most
He's-
fluid hips
Yes,
of any
as an
corner.
athlete, he is far
But
and
that's-
away the best
But
athlete.
that's corner skill.
But I'm saying like his instincts are nothing compared to like the top 3 or 4 of these guys.
Okay.
So like that's why I like Joey Porter is that he's not an athlete like Christian Gonzalez.
You need to get those words out a lot faster.
What?
You said Joey Porter's not an athlete, and you paused. And I was like, bro, you need to finish that.
Swallowed.
You gotta-
There was that moment where you gotta
Pause.
recollect. Okay, so
Boss.
Pause.
stop.
Why are your
Joey-
hands so sweaty?
You know why?
I'm nervous.
I'm sitting too close to him.
Yeah.
Intimidation.
Joey Porter doesn't have
Whoa.
like the speed and did you
He feels the couch get like
the
10
Grizzly
pounds
Bear
heavier.
over here?
The Grizzly Bear.
That's so bad.
What?
Yeah.
No.
But it's great.
I'm
but
using
jeez.
that. I'm
I
gonna
know
use
you
that.
are. The Grizzly Bear.
Are you
Oh,
writing
man.
it down?
No.
Okay.
He's texting it to Laura immediately.
Guess
No.
what Ryan just called me?
No.
I'm the Grizzly Bear.
Oh my
Christian
gosh.
Gonzalez is far and away a better athlete than what's up, dude? Far and away a better athlete than like Joey Porter and sorry, Devin Witherspoon, but like all of those guys have so much better like instincts.
Yeah.
That's what makes Joey Porter such a good corner. Is that he's instinctual, like he knows where he's going before it needs to happen. Anyways,
Yeah. I'm just excited for Christian Gonzalez to be like a top corner
and
for
get and he's
for
gonna
3
get
years.
taught by one of the
He's going to be a top corner for 3-4 years and then get traded because the Patriots refused to pay him.
and for a humongous amount of stuff because like the
Yeah.
Stephon
And
Gilmore,
then
yeah,
they'll just repeat the cycle and
yeah, rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Now we get to go to the pick that I absolutely dislike the most in the first round.
here we go. Who is it?
Jack Campbell.
It's because he's white.
Yeah, actually, it's a
I love
it's a
you so
200
much.
It's a 245-pound white linebacker from Iowa who is like
Can't
out
cover.
of all the top linebackers,
He's Vander Esch.
he's the
That's
least.
all he is.
Yeah.
He's just Vander Esch.
Heavier Vander Esch.
Yeah, that's it.
Which, again,
Good
Jack
player.
Campbell in the
Good
second
player.
round, we'd all be saying, great pick.
Great pick.
18.
No.
No,
Oh, dude.
it makes no sense.
No one
Why you
else would have taken it. No one.
Maybe the Giants. Maybe they need linebacker. Like
No,
that's,
who did they just get though?
I have no clue.
I have
You're
no
telling me
idea.
they would have taken.
No, I'm not saying
That's
they
what I'm saying.
would have. I'm saying that's the only one I can see that would potentially
That's
do
what
that.
I'm saying. Yeah, there's.
I'll
There's
say
not.
this, though. The Lions definitely did a lot of just the we like a guy,
Go for
let's
it.
just go get him.
Yeah, screw
Regardless
conventional-
of
yeah.
like they're not really concerned about value. They just like we want a guy, we're gonna go get.
Well, they're
a
not
guy.
really
That's
concerned about
fine.
consensus. It's their board and screw everyone else's. Like,
Which I mean, I guess I respect.
sure.
I respect that.
Yeah, that's fair.
It
I just hate
it
Jack
can
Campbell.
look bad, but the thing is like in a few years when you're talking about job evaluations, then it could look bad.
I know we don't like a lot of what PFF does, but there was a guy who said something really
Corbin
smart.
Correct.
Well, but there's a lot of stupid things that PFF does.
That is
but
true.
there was one thing that
Rank
a guy
Will
said
Levis
that
as
was
the number one
actually
quarterback.
super smart. He said something that I thought was very insightful is that when people go away and jump a projection of a guy, like when the consensus says he's low
Mm-hmm.
and they take him super high, there is very good data to say that that's a bad idea. There's very good data to say that that's going to flop. There is not good data to say the other when a guy starts falling and you take him
that he's
that he's going to be bad
yeah.
or that it's going to be a great pick. There's
Yeah.
no data on it because
It's
it could
so much
happen
more.
for an infinite amount of reasons why the guy fell. But there is very good data that if a guy is a, I don't know, consensus 36 or 40 in that range,
And
and
he
you
goes
take him in the
6.
first round or like middle of the first round, for instance, Jack Campbell was consensus right around like 30 something, and you take him at 18, there is good enough data to say that that was a bad decision. And athletically, why would you do that? Why would you in this league? Why would you do that?
And like I said, I understand they made a bunch of signings, but I still would have preferred to see the Lions take a secondary player.
And there was enough
Yeah.
secondary players on the board to do that. There were. Just I did not like it. I did not.
Yeah,
it
it was-
makes me very mad,
It
actually.
was strange. Let's keep going. 19.
I feel like it was a boring pick.
Can't see.
I Kancey's fine.
Personally, I don't think Tampa Bay could have made any pick that intrigued me because that team's going to be so bad.
I think if they would have taken Jackson Smith and Jigba and basically said like, we're now looking forward, and like Chris Godwin is hurt all the time, who cares?
Yeah, I know he's on my fantasy
Mike
team.
Evans, right? Mike Evans is good, but like, why wouldn't you? Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
The
They're
pick-
a bad
Yeah.
team. They're a bad team.
Yes, the pick did nothing for me. It was like, okay, good for him.
It was such a non-starter.
Yeah, good.
It's yeah.
Good for the player. Like, congrats.
I'm
glad
not
he
the
got-
highest on Kansas, so like, but putting
But
him.
19 isn't a terrible
Yeah.
spot for him either, right?
I mean, I thought he would be a second round pick. That's kind of where I was at with him.
Okay.
I thought he was in the Jack Campbell range of like,
Okay.
30s, 40s.
yeah,
Got it.
in that range. But
Let's keep going.
This is where it gets so. This is the best run of the entire draft, in my opinion. This is my favorite run.
Ryan
the
loves
next 4
receivers,
picks. I
confirmed.
do. I
Who
love,
doesn't love receivers, bro?
dude. Receivers.
lineman all day.
I do like.
I mean, we like linemen, but come on, bro.
No, receivers
Are
This
awesome.
is so fun. This is
Receivers
so
are awesome.
fun, and it kicks
Not
off
Quentin
with the
Johnson.
team that just.
Not Quentin Johnson.
I
No,
still
but like just receiver
I know.
in general.
I just still like where he went. But anyways,
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Learn the name.
Seattle Seahawks, bro.
They're killing it. Like
This is nice. I like it.
I like this one a lot.
I liked it.
this
A
frees
lot.
frees up so much for Tyler Lockett and
DK.
DK to be able to do.
Yeah.
This gives Geno so much more to
Mhm.
do. I
'Cause
mean,
It's because DK's the one, and then
Clear.
whether JSN's the 2 or the 3,
It doesn't matter.
so much. That's incredible for him.
you could throw
That dude's
Jackson
so
Smith and
awkward, by
Jigba
the
in the
way.
slot.
He's very awkward.
He's so awkward. I love it.
Like he's awkward
I'm-
when his helmet's not on.
I'm good. Yeah.
He's the middle child.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But then he puts a football helmet on and then he's like
Just doesn't care.
unbelievable. Yeah. I know you don't like Quentin
I hate him.
Johnston to the
Chargers.
Chargers.
Tall
I-
receiver room. Let's go.
Yeah.
But-
Triple twin towers.
For- Is that why?
Time to
Is
knock.
that why they're
We've
injured all the
gone
time?
We've gone over this.
What?
Keenan is not that tall.
He's 6'2".
He's 6'1".
He's 6'2".
Also, that's
6'1" still like
That's
tall.
that's
tall.
that's fair.
Tall.
That's fair. They do have
I'm 5'8", so sure.
Twin
That's-
towers in the Pentagon.
Stop, dude.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say sorry about that. That's not even my department.
Stop.
What? Is it Noah's?
I mean, if you want to really talk about it, you love America so much.
George Bush, baby. With the troll of the century.
Allegedly.
Quentin Johnson, though. Hate the pick. I'm sorry.
I don't like it just because I don't like Quentin Johnson in general.
They will stretch the field vertically. We know that now.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's gonna do some fun stuff with
freaking Mike Williams going down
the
there.
OC from the Dallas
Oh,
Cowboys.
yeah.
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore, baby.
Yeah, Ryan.
He's gonna.
Put Austin Eckler
Relax.
at center, baby. That was bad.
That was horrendous.
Hey, you tried it at least.
Do
You remember?
I've
You remember?
always
You were like,
wanted
why
to
don't you
know.
just put skill guys? Like nothing but skill guys out there.
Then we
And
got
like-
our answer, and I was like,
And then
you know
you're like,
what?
oh, well, I guess
because Zeke almost died that day.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
linebacker was like,
It was Greenlaw.
Zeke got cut.
It was Greenlaw.
he's like, okay. Wow.
yeah. He was like, is this really happening?
dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Now you called this pick.
Zay.
We called this,
Zay.
and I love this pick.
To the Ravens.
Zay to the Ravens is well. Okay,
A good
Zay
slot
to the
receiver.
Ravens with Odell going.
There we
Correct.
go.
That's
If
what
they didn't
makes it
have
awesome.
Odell.
I'm still going
I
to throw
would be
Rashad Bateman in the
pissed.
mix because we still haven't seen a lot of Rashad Bateman in a full year. I'm just saying.
No, we said this
Between
when
the three.
when the draft was happening, like Rashad Bateman is a fringe 2-3, like wide
He's
receiver
not a 3. He's definitely a 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a 2.
he's a 2.
He's.
He can't.
I think of him the same way. I think of him the same way of like Juju. Like Juju can't be a 1.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like he needs somebody else on the other. Because when when he had AB, Juju was
Juju,
filthy.
when
Tight.
he was,
But when
yeah.
Juju was the 1, he was not really
struggled.
great. He was
Yeah.
also TikToking all the time. So, as long as Zay doesn't TikTok, I think we'll be okay. But
Jackson Mahomes, shout out. From in prison.
Machine Gun Kelly's hero. Anyways, no, I do like
Zay,
the Zay.
though.
I do like
Yeah.
it with the contingency that Odell's there.
Because like we saw
It's
Marquise
exciting.
Brown go there, and Marquise Brown was a slot, but they tried to make him the 1, and it didn't work.
that was ugly.
It didn't work.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was ugly.
So it's like now you have Odell.
Marquise
be the
Brown
one.
and a Greg Roman offense was bad.
By the way, Odell's only 30. Did you guys know that?
Yes,
I thought he was like 32.
yes, I knew
thought
he was 30,
younger than that.
I thought he was
which
older.
is why I was so confused. Why you were like, he's just old and slow.
I
and-
thought he was. Oh, my bad.
There's a reason
my
I
bad.
still love Odell,
My bad,
bro.
my bad.
That should be like prime, still like late end prime age, but I don't know. Maybe. I think he could do
30
a lot
is completely fine.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
As long as he's healthy, then he
Yes,
should be
that's
fine.
the issue. But
The
Which-
next pick I
which-
know you hate.
Jordan Addison to the Vikings.
I know y'all both wanted
didn't-
defense
I don't
there.
like
I
it
didn't
that much.
hate it. I just didn't get it.
You don't get it?
They're like in their head. They're like, let's pair JJ with this guy.
They were replacing Adam Thielen.
But don't
what they were trying
but
to
you
do.
They
did
don't
see that
have
like
to.
that Jordan Addison has compared himself to like Stephon Diggs as a route runner, like that kind of
Bro,
stuff. Where
dude's a
he,
dog at route running.
I'm telling
Dude,
you.
Jordan
Adam
Addison.
Thielen was a route running.
No, but not,
receiver.
not like Jordan Addison.
I know,
not
but,
like
that,
Jordan
but,
Addison.
but what I'm saying, like that's what his thing was.
I guess,
like
yeah.
you weren't like, oh, that's the speed guy. That's the like go up and get the ball guy.
Bro, underrated, deceptive speed.
Deceptive athlete.
Dude works hard.
Gritty.
Sneaky athlete.
Sneaky athlete. Gritty.
Team leader.
Team player.
Great comparison for him is Wes Welker,
locker
Julian
room
Edelman.
guy.
Yeah.
Locker room
You know,
guy.
he's a little bit faster, Julian Edelman. You know, I think God. Those are hilarious. all the time.
family man. You just say the most random things
Whoa!
ever.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Have you never heard that?
Whoa!
Have you never heard that?
I can't believe you just said.
Dude, do you not remember that happening?
No, I don't, Ryan. Okay, I don't remember
Ryan's-
that happening.
Dude, Ryan's more racist than I am. Cool.
No.
Does he come
impossible.
back from getting the milk, Ryan? Is that what you're saying?
He just
Stop,
goes and gets
dude.
milk.
He's what?
Just has it like delivered to his house. Why?
Oh, okay.
NFL.
Because he has enough money to do that.
Right.
Jordan Addison. Yes, I would have loved to see the Vikings go defense.
Deontay Banks would have been.
I would have loved to see
yeah.
the Vikings go defense here.
And then New York would have taken Jordan Addison. So honestly, it's like kind of flips.
I don't see any reason why you don't take Jordan Addison here.
As the Vikings,
Yeah.
their defense was god awful.
But they obviously prioritized offense this whole time.
I guess,
so.
but it's like,
They're trying to be the Bears.
yeah, but we got not Kirk Cousins. We got a running back,
literally
a quarterback.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should have the
straight
opposite.
up.
The
Yeah.
literal
Straight up.
opposite.
So there you go.
All right, well, New York,
New York.
Deontay Banks has a
It's
reason
fine.
has a reason to be hot.
Yeah,
Has
it's
a
fine.
reason.
I'm not mad. It's a good pick.
I don't know if he'll be able to keep up with everybody in that division, but
Does he need to?
Scary Terry, AJ Brown, and Devontae, and then CD and that whole group.
Well, I'm saying you don't have to tag him as the guy to like.
But who is the guy in New York? There's no one really.
I mean,
That's what I'm getting at. I'm
That's
scared. I'm scared for him and his confidence because he's
gonna get thrown to the wolves.
he's a
that's for
super
sure.
confident guy,
Yeah.
and he's gonna get thrown to the wolves. Yeah,
Yeah.
He is a trash talker.
that's what I'm saying.
Love
Yeah,
it.
That's what I'm saying.
He'll get up in people's face.
No, I know, but if he's getting torched every week, is he gonna keep talking? That's what I'm saying.
He'll do the classic DB thing where he's like they have like a 40
You overthrew it 20.
and he like is clapping in their face.
Yeah.
Dude, we just had a reception. What are you?
Yeah.
Maybe he's
I
just
don't know.
reminding him how bad his QB is.
Who?
So even if you were open, he can't hit you the ball.
Noah's trash talk is elite,
Dude,
even though he never talks.
I was about to say I could imagine.
You
it being
never talk.
I could imagine it being crazy.
I would get punched. That's why.
That's probably why. Yeah, because you look like you have a punchable face.
Oh yeah.
You have a punchable face. You do.
Oh yeah.
You
Very
do.
much so. Yeah. Right. I'm self-aware. I'm
Except
a very
about
self.
being an extrovert.
Exactly. Because I've been lied to my whole life.
Buffalo Bills. Dalton Kincaid.
Why?
That was gross. There was so much
this
other
actually,
stuff.
This actually might be my least favorite pick of
favorite
the
pick?
first round
Yeah.
pick.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna lie
'Cause, I mean,
because
dude,
they
you had-
didn't need it at all.
You had so many other positions you needed to fill. Like
Did they have so many other?
you
positions
lost
they
your
needed to fill?
bet, like your middle linebacker for the last 4 years, 5 years.
They
You could have
filled in-
taken
they
corner
filled in
because
the
you don't know
second
how
round,
well DeMar Hamlin's gonna be this year.
which they filled in the second
Mar
round.
Hamlin's a safety.
Oh well, my bad.
Yeah.
They
Saved-
They got the linebacker in the second round.
Who? Hold up. Hold
I
up.
forget his name. He's from Tulane.
Buffalo.
Oh,
Dorian.
No, they drafted Osiris Torrance.
You're right.
in the
Sorry, it was
second round.
third round. My
Third
bad.
round.
My
Yeah, I
bad.
don't trust anyone.
Third
I'm
round.
Sorry.
It was a
isn't
linebacker
that where
from
your
Tulane.
entire franchise is built?
Correct.
Corbin? So shut up.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I don't believe anybody in the third round. Your whole team is
Oh,
third round.
Dorian Williams.
Oh,
I'm still.
There we go.
Eh.
He's the exact same
I just don't-
profile as Matt Milano. Like, I'm not even kidding.
But they already have Matt Milano.
No, I know. They just literally grabbed Matt Milano 2.0.
And then
They're
they have what, Milano and Edmonds?
No, Edmonds
Edmonds
is
is
with the
Bear.
Bears.
Oh, that's right.
That's
So
what I'm
that's-
saying. Their edge rush was horrible still.
Could I have seen them taking like Trenton
Miles
Simpson
Murphy.
there?
Who?
Like staying at 20.
Miles Murphy.
Miles Murphy. That was a Buffalo pick.
No, I'm sorry. I'm saying Buffalo could have stayed at their spot instead of trading up and taken Trenton Simpson. Wouldn't have been mad
Oh.
at that.
Yes.
But like, I'm not certain. I certainly don't hate this pick nearly as much as you guys do.
I despise it.
'Kay.
Is he really better than Dawson Knox?
Yes.
Is he that much of an upgrade?
Yes. As an athlete, as a pass catcher, oh yeah.
I don't agree with that at all. I'm sorry.
Dawson Knox is a fine tight end. There's nothing
you-
wrong with Dawson Knox.
If you were right, then we'll
well,
give you
I'm not
props.
saying that I'm like definitively right, but
No, I said if you're right. That's why I said if.
oh, okay.
There's the English language. We have this
I don't speak that
word
very well.
if.
I was home learned. Anyways, I think Dalton Kincaid is a upper tier pass catcher as a tight end. I don't think there was anybody in this
Even
draft.
so, you don't need that. I don't think that's a position you need to upgrade.
They're in playoff win now mode. They need to get things that help them
But
win
what
now.
did they not grab? Okay, so we're
You know what? That you know how they lost. You know how they got bounced in the playoffs because they gave up how many points to Cincinnati?
Yes.
Thank you.
But we're yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Dunk on them.
But didn't they also have like a ton of guys injured still? Like Trey White was hurt. They had
Trey White's
another.
always hurt.
That's fair. They had another corner hurt. They had their starting safety out. Like I'm not
Mark
saying
Hamlin
that-
wasn't a strong safety. It wasn't starting safety.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. They had a 3 safety look a lot of the time, and he was in there.
So he was like a nickel.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't even Nick.
Well, homie shouldn't have gotten. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah,
I almost
you
went there.
can't- You
Almost
can't,
went
bro.
there.
You can't,
Almost went
bro.
there.
Can't, bro.
canceled.
You're not, you can't be
anyways,
canceled if you don't go on
I'm
the
not
internet.
saying that like this was a need pick, but I also hate the idea that you go into the first round always drafting for need. That's stupid. Like I think that's stupid. I think
But
you take
Dalton Kincaid wasn't the. We're in playoff mode. This guy's gonna help us.
I do think that.
But it's late first round too.
But I think that's the point. Is
Do you
that
really think that a defensive guy would have been a worse pick here?
No, I'm not saying that, but it's not my board, and I'm saying that they see
Well, their
having
board
a
sucks.
Sure, but what they see is that they need a better pass catcher to help out with.
They already have Gabriel Davis.
Gabriel Davis was a massive letdown.
Yeah, he had one bad year.
Massive letdown.
You still have Diggs.
So
you still have
Dalton
him, you still have
Kincaid's going to
Dawson
replace Gabriel Davis.
No, he's just going to help with that offense just being a little bit more potent. Like and they filled the holes.
If they
that
really want
needed.
something more potent, they should have better running backs, and then have a defense that can actually stop somebody.
They don't run the ball.
Well,
What's the point?
If you want a more potent offense, you should have a better running.
That's fair.
So,
But you should take that up with the head coach and the way he runs his team.
Mozzie.
This feels like again like a boring pick, but also just because
It's
it's
a
a
good
good pick.
That's
yeah,
a good pick.
yeah. Evan was like, cool.
I like it.
Here we go.
It's a
Love
good
it.
Jerry Jones pick.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very standard early Jerry Jones pick, and then Jerry Jones does wild things later, like just like why did you do that? What were you doing? But anyway,
He has good teams, dude. Don't hate on Jerry Jones.
okay.
I think we said it as like a joke when we were watching the draft of like
You trying to get me? You trying to get
Low
me? Yeah.
key.
Okay, never mind.
low key, like maybe it really is just coaching.
Jerry Smith is a really good drafter,
Jerry Jones puts decent teams together.
And
he
he's like
does. He
80.
does.
Yeah,
and he's like,
those
that
teams
boy's gonna
never
be good,
win.
and then they're good.
Somehow they are.
Yeah.
Outside of Dak Prescott,
Why do I feel like he actually says it with those exact words too?
that boy's gonna be good.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what. Do you remember when they drafted Mozzie and there was the whole room
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just a bunch of white people and they
Yeah.
were freaking out and there was a no, I'm dead serious.
It's like a
I remember
security-
I was
There
watching
a
that.
No, there
It was
a
a security
guy
guard.
in the back, and he was the only black guy.
non-white
watch this.
person there.
And he looked so uncomfortable, like
Yeah.
glued to the wall.
It was a weird look.
It was bad.
Yeah,
It was
Well,
really bad.
It's only bad because we know.
Jerry Jones.
We know Jerry Jones likes to go to the rallies, likes to go to the schools.
What are you talking about? Like
What?
rally car racing?
No, it was the rallies for the schools.
Anton
wanted-
Harrison to the Jaguars.
Oh, my bad.
Moving on.
Duval.
Oh yeah, that's your
Talk
team.
about your team.
Bro, both my teams took my other team's player. It was great. And honestly, I thought it was great because their left tackle
needed
just got suspended.
Yeah, and well, he wasn't that good anyway, so
Cam Smith or Cam
it wasn't that good anyway.
Excuse me.
Robinson.
Robinson.
Thank you.
Cam Smith.
Yeah, we'll get to Cam Smith. My guy.
Hey, it was a good
Drop-
pick.
no, and it
Jaguars need an offensive line. Trevor
Yeah.
Lawrence won't die anymore.
feel like
Hopefully.
it was just a
Yeah.
solid pick. I don't know that he could move to right tackle in a pinch if he needed to. I've never seen it, but like, I think he's got the versatility and the athleticism to do
Probably.
it if he needed to.
Did they start him in camp working
The
on it?
issue I have is what you always talk about is right tackles are supposed to be like maulers, and his knock has always been play strength. So that
Yeah,
would
but
be my
it's
one.
like they're going less away from that.
I agree. But
Like the typically was because of like wing T offenses.
totally.
You had a quick side and a
and
power
always
side.
the weak side, like tackle, was always the guy who was edge rushing, defending the edge rusher, and all that kind of
Pretty
stuff.
much, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Miles Murphy.
I thought
to
this
Cincinnati.
pick was incredible.
Love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Let him sit behind Sam Hubbard and
What's
and,
his
uh,
face?
Trey
Hendrickson.
Hendrickson.
yeah,
Thank you.
Let him sit behind him.
That is a really good defensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just let them all eat.
That's fair.
Defensive tackles aren't the best though. I'll give them that. But
They were
they're
average.
all right.
They were
but
average.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that pick
I do
It's a
too.
good pick for him.
Yeah.
Good pick for him.
because I don't really know where they go.
Brian Breesy.
2.
Saints.
If this guy's healthy,
It fills a
like,
need.
Yeah.
If he's healthy, that is a massive steal too.
Yeah.
Because like,
Yeah. I think he's a good player.
when healthy, he was supposed to be a top 15 pick.
Yeah.
Like,
Top 15?
yes,
All right.
he was. Go back and watch his freshman tape. As a freshman at Clemson,
Okay.
one of the most dominant defensive tackles.
I have a
in
hard
all of
time
college
watching
football.
old tape because it. Yeah.
But that was before he had an injury issue, and it kind of lingered a little bit. That's my only problem. Is that's probably why he's there.
Yeah.
So at 28 or
Well,
whatever.
and what's exciting about the Saints is that they'll have a way higher pick next year, so they can get a better guy next
When
year.
Derek Carr takes him to the Super Bowl?
When Derek Carr takes them to a 4-10 season, or
Super
4
Bowl?
and
Did you see
four
that,
win
likely.
season.
that quarterback list I sent you guys? Where Justin Fields was below Derek Carr.
Yeah,
Dude,
I was
that,
like-
that wasn't
I was
Daniel
like-
Jeremiah, was that?
No, it was Kyle Brandt. It was pretty bad.
that dude's an idiot.
I like Kyle Brandt. I'm not gonna lie. His personality, I like his personality.
He is a electric.
Love his personality.
but he is a moron at times. Yes.
All right.
Back to the freaking Eagle.
Billy. Nolan
Say it
Smith.
to me. I love this,
Nolan Smith.
bro.
Loved it. We already mocked him to him anyway.
It's awesome.
We mocked Nolan Smith to the
Hey,
Eagles, didn't we?
Great job,
But
guys.
way-
Hey, wait, great job, boys.
But way earlier. Yeah, it was earlier. Yeah.
I love Nolan Smith.
It was, yeah.
It's not fair, but it's awesome.
So cheating somehow. It's not, but it's so
That defensive
freaking-
line is
so disgusting.
because he's going to learn from Brandon Graham and Barnett. Is Barnett still there?
No. Well, Barnett is there, but it was the guy that played for
Smoot?
Arizona. No. Dang it.
I can't think of his name either.
Dude.
Either way,
Oh, he went to Carolina.
Yeah.
He came over. Oh my gosh.
And he was like one of the best edge rushers this Hassan
Reddick.
Reddick. Yep.
oh,
Damn.
jeez, wow, we're bad.
We're really bad.
He came
Dude.
from Tulsa or Tulane, one of the two.
Jeez.
That's whatever.
Yeah, that team is wow.
Oh yeah.
They're so
That defensive line
flipping
s-
stacked.
I totally
Stacked.
forgot about Hassan Reddick.
Yeah.
That
being,
defensive
one of
line.
the most,
is nasty.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's how you reload a playoff team, right there.
They're just gonna
They're gonna literally just be Georgia, like not even in terms of like the play, like actual players from Georgia.
no.
But they're just
play.
gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're just gonna rotate like elite.
How Georgia rotates 5-stars in and out of their
Yep.
out of
Yeah,
their
you
lineup.
just have
Yep.
6-star players fresh all the time. Like literally,
Well-
like that's what they do.
Yep.
That's what the
Pretty
Eagles do.
excited to watch that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's gonna be fun.
We get to Kansas City.
Felt
They
like this
take.
was
They take. I can't say his name.
Why don't you
Uzoma.
go? Why don't you go? Go for it.
Oh my gosh, Felix Nudike. Uzoma.
yeah, you were close.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you DK.
And you DK.
I mean, I honestly, I don't
We're
really
calling
think.
him Zoma.
Personally, I don't think KC really makes a bad decision there because that
No.
team's so freaking good. So it doesn't really matter.
They just grabbed
He's a-
somebody that was in need. They're pick 31. They're the last pick in the first round. I mean,
He's a really well coached. If I can say anything, I watched him for a couple years. Super well coached defensive end, but he's the thing I like about him is most of these edge guys are like, oh, they're really good at like pinning the ears back and getting to the quarterback. He is the most disciplined run stopping defensive end in this draft, in my opinion. He has such good run discipline.
Mhm.
Like he was so sound in setting an edge, being on his P's and Q's. I thought he was amazing. And he has the ability to get to the quarterback at times. He wasn't the most like, he wasn't the best athlete trying to get to the quarterback. But
Yeah.
I mean, overall, he might be maybe the most well-rounded, like in terms of just like, he's just technically sound. Maybe even more than Will Anderson. Like just because Will Anderson would get blown up by like diving too far into plays, and the run play would then get stretched to his side of the field because he's trying to extend the play. It didn't feel like this guy. He anchored his side very well in run fits. I like him a lot.
Nice.
A lot.
Well, that was the first round.
Yeah.
Gonna talk about our
we
favorites.
went pretty long.
Yeah.
Or not pretty long, but longer than we thought we were going to do. But I still want to do kind of just
Quick overview.
a quick little like
I'll
favorite
tell you what, Colts had the worst draft.
fun. So
I'm
okay.
just gonna throw that out there.
So I was gonna say like who we thought had maybe the best, maybe we could say the worst, but like best overall draft. We don't really have to go all the way into it, but best overall draft in
what are you looking at?
in it.
Colts, what is wrong with you?
Did
So
you see
if we
the
want,
draft?
if we want to just go through and be like, hey, each of us give like our best and worst draft, and then like a favorite like player, taken in a later round or something like that. So I guess since you started us off, Corbin, with worst.
Dude, he's seeing it too. It's bad.
No,
Can I
it's
see it?
not.
What?
Can I see it?
No.
Anthony Richardson, Julius Brents,
Julius Brents is amazing. What are you talking about?
Josh Downs.
In the third round? What is wrong with you?
In the third round, you can't be too upset with that.
No,
Corbin.
he was so good.
I'm just saying.
Dude, you're so ridiculous.
I'm just saying.
I don't know who anybody else.
Adebare in like the 4th or 5th was an amazing pick. Blake Freeland in the 4th was amazing. Darius Rush, I love. The only reason Darius Rush wasn't higher was because Cam Smith was better than him, a lot better than him.
And there's a big reason for that. So Corbin says he thinks the Colts had the worst draft.
It's not even close.
Ryan, who do you think had the worst draft?
Dude, the San Francisco 49ers.
I mean, yeah.
When you take a kicker
Hold on.
In the third round,
Let me
in the
get
third
there.
round,
and you don't have a first round pick.
Let me get there. What are you on?
Your mom.
ESPN.
Oh, that was.
Sorry.
Wait, go to their draft?
I'd pull it up on my computer, but it'll die.
We'll lose the pot again. I don't like the tight end they took in the third round.
I like this pick.
I do like Jair. That's fine.
Ew.
I don't
Ew.
like exactly. I don't like D Winters.
Ew.
Ronnie Bell was the best pick they had.
Yep.
Ronnie Bell in the 7th round is the best pick that they
To be
had.
fair, they did not have a top 2. And at that point, it's hard to like tell who's who.
At that point, I don't care when you take a place kicker in the 3rd round. The highest since Robert Aguayo.
Well, they took a kicker in the 4th round. Patriots did.
I also didn't like the Patriots post. I mean, they had 3 picks that I liked.
I like the Patriots draft.
You like early Patriots draft.
No, I like the Patriots draft.
I don't like most of what they did, but I like some of what
Because
they did.
no one ever does, and then they always turn out good.
Sure.
I'm just saying.
I
They have a
thought-
guy named Speed.
So 49ers is your vote?
Well, it's a tie between 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons
See.
are one of the biggest losers of draft day.
Atlanta Falcons was my pick.
Failure.
Falcons
Absolute
was my pick.
failure. You didn't read the room. You don't understand what you're doing. It's unbelievable. And it's atrocious.
Arthur Smith's going to get fired after this year.
It's
Please.
ridiculous. man.
Please.
Yeah.
Do you guys have favorite team or favorite drafts?
Baltimore had a great draft. Even though they didn't have a lot of picks,
Fair.
Baltimore had a great draft. Zay Flowers, Trenton
Baltimore
Simpson,
had a phenomenal draft.
Tavius Robinson.
Obviously, can we just eliminate the Seahawks and the Eagles?
As good drafts, yeah.
Because
Okay, 'cause that was gonna- I was gonna be like, yeah, the Eagles have
That's
the
a
best
no
draft, right?
flipping
Yeah.
brainer. Like, no duh.
I'm still like I like our Bears draft.
I
did.
like
Okay.
the Steelers.
Steelers was my
You
favorite.
took the one I was going to
Steelers was my favorite.
I like
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yes.
I'm going to go with one that I really loved, but will not get enough love because they did not only have a first round pick or a second round pick. And that is, oh wait, they did have a second round pick. They had 1 second round pick. They had a total of, I think, 14 picks. The Rams
Oh,
That's what I was saying.
I thought you were saying Miami.
did unfreaking real.
Stetson Bennett, Hall of
Stetson
Famer.
Bennett.
Well, they took a guard early. Like they acknowledged the fact that their O-line is horrendous. They took multiple frontline players. They took a ton of defensive line players, which was amazing. They took players that were falling. Like they took one of my favorite man corners in this entire draft because he fell to the 6th round.
He's gonna suck. is
And
what I'm
he's
hearing.
gonna be amazing. And then
Okay. I respect your pick. Respect your pick.
dude, the Rams just waited. They just let things happen, and they did it right.
Okay.
They did it right.
finally after trading picks for the last 4 years.
Yeah, no kidding.
Seriously.
Round it out. Do we want to just mention some of our favorite?
Rashawn Johnson to the Bears. Love that pick. Loved it.
I realized this is probably just gonna be all Homer picks, but that's great.
Loved it. Either way,
Heck
just
yeah.
throwing that out there.
Favorite?
Dayon Henley to the Chargers.
Okay.
3rd round. Love
Okay.
that pick. Same thing with Trenton Simpson to the Ravens. Love that pick too.
Okay.
I'm stealing all your things. I'm sorry.
No. You're good. Yeah, actually, you weren't really stealing.
Oh,
Too many of them.
that means my takes were garbage.
Garbage.
Besides the homer pick, I'm going to say Darnell, or not Darnell, the Steelers, the tight
Oh,
end they
Washington.
Joe-
Darnell Washington.
took. Yeah, Darnell Washington.
Yeah,
to
that
the
was a great
Steelers.
pick.
Love that
Can't
pick.
believe he fell to the 4th round.
I know. That was insane.
That's crazy. It was the 4th.
Was
pretty
it the
sure.
f-
I'm
I
pretty
thought it was
sure.
the third. Either way.
Either way, he should have been like
It was 3rd round, but yes, that
he
was
should have
crazy.
been a 2nd round pick.
That was
Period.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, especially with the run of tight ends that was going.
Yeah.
That's a no brainer.
Yeah.
Like, dude's a
Anyways,
dog.
I hope I didn't take your.
No, probably my favorite pick was Joey Porter to the Steelers, and then my second in the 2nd round, and then my second favorite pick was also in the 2nd round, and that was Derek Hall,
That's a
the
good pick.
edge rusher to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
What about Deuce Vaughn to the
Dallas
Cowboys?
Cowboys.
The video
nice.
was awesome.
Oh man,
But as a player too, I'm
if
like,
it didn't, yeah,
The video was sweet. I love the video.
I won't even lie. Like those videos make me cry. Like
Yeah.
those are great. Those are great.
Can we talk about my favorite pick?
drop your
Your
nuts.
Cam Smith to the Miami Dolphins, bro.
You're getting a shirt.
I am
You're getting a shirt.
living on a high, bro. I got Jalen Ramsey this offseason and then drop your nuts this in the freaking draft. Oh, I'm so excited.
For
Gotta
those
get
who
a jersey.
don't, for those who don't
Might
know,
have to,
Gotta
bro.
get a
just-
jersey.
There was a game because Cam Smith went to South Carolina, and when they beat Clemson
Clemson. They beat ranked Clemson
at
yep.
was it Clemson or Tennessee?
It was Clemson
It was
because
Clemson.
it's the South
right.
Carolina Clemson.
Yeah, they beat Clemson,
Yep.
and at the end of the game, the reporter asked Cam Smith, "What kind of adjustments did you make? Did you make any adjustments at halftime, and what were
right,
they?" And he
right.
said, "Nah, not really." The coach just said, "Drop your nuts." And that's what we did. And ever since I saw that clip, he has been one of my
Your
favorite
hero.
guys. He's been my hero.
Your
bro.
hero.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I
And now he's on
some
the team.
people hated that. I loved every bit of it. But you also guys know how I like my corners.
Yeah.
Mouthy.
Like
And you're getting rid of or not Needham, but
Noah Igbenogany.
Iggy.
He was so when we took him in the first round, which whatever, he was just an athletic freak. And
Yeah.
then it was kind of like hopefully he clicks.
Yeah.
And he didn't. So that's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Drop your nuts.
At least you didn't draft, a busted pick number 3,
What?
Deion Jordan.
oh my god,
But we drafted Trubisky at 2, so it's like
tough.
we're pretty much in the same boat.
You did.
That's
but
okay.
he led us to the playoffs twice. Just throwing that
I
out
don't
there.
know. The Jaguars have never had draft busts.
I've had nothing but
Trevor Lawrence. Blessed.
Blake Bortles
God.
Bro, Bortles
for that like
AFC
6 games.
AFC Championship game.
For like 6 games out of that year, he was just on God mode.
That whole year. He was a stud, dude.
I mean,
He threw for like 4,000 yards.
that was when
They're
Allen
like
Robinson was good.
And Alan Hearns.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
They're-
And
the
Allen
Allen brothers.
Hearns. I forgot about Hearns,
Dude, they were dogs, man.
They
That
were
was
good.
I loved watching
Ramsey was there
Jacksonville.
that year too, wasn't
Leonard
he?
Fournette was there.
Yeah.
That team.
And then they
was,
said,
that team
"Everybody
was
get out of here."
Nasty.
That team was legit. They were fun to watch.
And then they met the Patriots, and the rest is history.
Patriots just laughed in their face.
They did.
Love it. All right.
Sounds good.
I think that's the end.
Love it.
I'm excited.
Don't like the Redskins Forbes pick.
Oh
though.
my gosh. All right. Yep. We're definitely done.